Trees. It's amazing all the benefits they provide, but doesn't listing benefits of trees feel a bit stale, like a class assignment repeated a few too many times? Well, move over answers like lumber and shade. How about reducing road rage and domestic violence? Research has been finding trees and nature provide tangible and extremely valuable social benefits to people as well. Let me interest you in 10 social advantages to having trees around, with research to back up the claims. Do any of these hit home for you? Number 1, quickened healing. So you're lying in bed in the hospital and turn toward the window for some inspiration. I hope you can see some trees. In a 6-year study of patients with the same type of surgery in the same hospital, researchers studied patients' recovery compared to the view they had from their hospital window. The results were striking. As compared to patients with industrial views, patients with views of nature were able to be released from the hospital a day sooner, after 8 days rather than 9. Another study found that inmates with views of farm fields from their jail cells requested fewer trips to the infirmary than inmates without a natural view. 2, workplace well-being. Views of nature assist in the workplace as well. A survey of 700 employees looked at job satisfaction and performance as it relates to views from their workstations. Those with views of nature reported almost 15% fewer illnesses and felt more enthusiastic and less frustrated than those whose windows did not provide a view of nature. How's the view where you work? Are there any way to plant some trees? Revitalizing downtowns. At the risk of sounding like an infomercial for trees, yes, trees can slice, dice, and save your downtown. Trees do seem to contribute positively to downtown economies. Comparing downtown business districts with trees versus ones without, research shows people drive from farther away to shop in downtowns with trees, as well as spend more time shopping, and come back more frequently to treed downtowns to shop. Likewise, people spend more money in downtowns with trees. In fact, downtowns with shade trees are perceived of having better character and with stores having better products even before a person starts shopping. Number 4, driving stress. As it turns out, even at 70 miles per hour, people seem to benefit from trees. A recent study reveals the character of roadside affects drivers' heart rate and blood pressure. Those who commute in more natural settings are better able to cope with their own road rage by calming sooner and responding less to driving stresses, such as the so-and-so in front of them cutting them off, while areas with strip malls tend to boost road rage, increase heart rate, and blood pressure. This illuminates one more reason to plant trees. You're planting a gift of tranquility to your fellow commuter. 5, stress relief. Feeling overwhelmed? Plant 2 trees and call me in the morning. Research in Chicago has found that people in housing surrounded by trees report their life issues feel less difficult, they procrastinate less, and have higher attention spans than those whose homes have no grass or trees around them. Likewise, Cleveland, Ohio park users report urban forests and parks offer a place for reflective thought, resting the mind, and creative thinking even better than their own homes. Is there a way that we can enhance our outdoor environment in our communities to promote these feelings of mental relief? Number 6, school performance and trees. Trees also have a place in helping children improve their concentration and reasoning skills. In one study, 3 groups were tested for their proofreading skills. Then one group went on an urban vacation, the second group stayed home, and a third group went backpacking. Only the group who went backpacking showed improved proofreading scores afterward. In a second study, those who were able to take a walk in nature had better proofreading scores after than those who practiced relaxation techniques indoors. And college students with views of trees from their dorm rooms have better attention skills than students with more industrial views. All these studies lead to the conclusion that trees and natural environments help our children scholastically in ways we're only beginning to understand. 7, reduce symptoms of attention deficit hyperactive disorder, or ADHD. A nationwide research project assessing how children play in a green environment affects the symptoms of ADHD, which affects 1 in 14 children, and some very helpful information was discovered. As it turns out, after playing outside in natural environments, kids have reduced symptoms of ADHD as compared with indoor play or outdoor play in an ungreen environment, such as a basketball court or skate yard. This study finds that children's ability to concentrate, follow directions, and complete tasks after playing in a natural environment and surroundings improves dramatically. While playing outside helps, the more green and natural the setting, the more ADHD symptoms were relieved. Domestic violence reduction. Number 8, contrasting the amount of domestic violence in a household with that family's outdoor environment, researchers found 25% less domestic violence in housing surrounded by grass or trees as compared to areas with asphalt and concrete. Perhaps this is because people tend to socialize in green areas, creating social ties that help cope with stress, and trees also help people relax. Number 9, crime reduction. Using the police department's own crime reports to study crime rates around areas with trees and lawns as compared with more barren landscaping, researchers have found that green areas have a staggering half as many crimes as areas with no trees or grass. What can account for the dramatic reduction in crime in areas with trees? People like to hang out in green settings, which increases surveillance and discourages criminal activity. And folks seem to pick up on this element of safety. People report feeling safer in communities surrounded by green. Number 10, neighborhood building. With urban sprawl and the bustling lifestyle that so many of us have accepted these days, are you left feeling less connected to your neighbors than you would like to be? Trees can help restore the sense of togetherness that we may be lacking. For instance, research at public housing shows that people tend to be more familiar with and socialize more with neighbors in buildings surrounded by green than more barren landscapes. People also tend to feel more satisfied where they live if their homes are surrounded by green. Do you notice neighborhoods with trees tend to have more people going for walks or tinkering in the yard, putting off indoor solitude? Are there enough shade trees in your neighborhood? So, for the sake of commuters, the sick, your neighbors, coworkers, children, and businesses in the district, be smart and care for trees. Plant them, protect them, and value them, because trees are helping us all in ways we are only beginning to understand.